Welcome to Crafty Hints. I'm Chantel, and I am so excited to have you here today. I am going to turn this village into something a little bit more special. These colors are really bright and probably don't fit quite in with our decor, so we're going to give them a facelift. Now, as you can see, you can put a battery-operated tea light in the bottom of these, and then I'm using this Liquitex paint. I found it over, it's in a separate spot like by the oil painting supplies. It's a thicker acrylic paint I found at Michael's. Now, I want to pile this up over where they have the snow piled up on theirs. And then we're just going to give a brush over the top of this because there was a snowstorm and the wind's been blowing, so it may have blown it off in some spots, but you're going to pick one direction that your snow was blowing from. Now, they didn't do that when they made these, so we got to kind of cover up some of the things that they did. I started off a little bit sparse on this first one, kind of feeling out the paint and deciding how much I would use, and I went back and added a bit more on this one. I just wasn't sure quite how much I would want to use, but then I decided, hey, it was a blizzard. And I started with the roof on it, and then I decided, okay, this is the way that my snow is blowing. It's blowing from the right to the left on our screen, so the right side of all of my buildings will get a lot more paint. I don't know if you live anywhere that it snowed, but you know that one side of your home usually is more plastered with snow. So you'll have more buildup in different areas, especially on anything that sticks out a little bit. And, snow would settle up around those dormers and on that roof edge. So just making sure I get in all the crevices here. If you've seen these villages in the stores, they can run a little pricey. Now, these are from the Dollar Tree. They're a little bit smaller, of course, but we are giving them a huge. So as you can see, I'm putting extra where there's steps, where there's windowsills, an edge of a roof. And I don't make you watch me paint every single one of these. Some of these roofs are a little bit different though, so I was kind of showing a few techniques on how to do the paint. And see how I'm just dabbing globs on where the windowsills are and then adding, some extra in there. And then you can also just take your brush and kind of swipe it down and it leaves a bump of paint right on that sill like the snow would pile up. So you just want to give these a little bit of a brush over. This paint, it does work well so that it covers those bright colors and works differently than like chalk paint or other acrylic paint would because the acrylic paint's thinner, the chalk paint's really flat. So this is one of the best ones I could find to use for this. And I think you'll agree when you see it that, wow, it makes a huge improvement once this all dries. Now, you could also, as it's starting to dry, you could sprinkle in some really fine glitter. If you're somebody that likes, that white iridescent glitter, you could do that. That could be pretty also. So it's like the snow glistening. But I'm just going to continue to kind of show, this one, again, this roof, how they have the snow is a little bit odd. The pipes that stick out of here also were a little bit bent. I was going to show you later with a heat gun. If you heat those up just a little bit on the low setting, you can straighten those out. I started to do that and then stopped because I wanted to show you and I didn't get to film that. So just letting you know, a tip or trick, a little crafty hint. All right, around chimneys and things like that, you're going to want to just pile that up. We want to make it as realistic as possible. But we're starting to wrap this up. If you're enjoying this video, I do hope you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you know a friend or family that might enjoy this also, click that share, send them the link. I would, love to continue to build this channel and continue to bring you some fun DIYs. Now, this one is a pretty house, and it has that curve to it, so you want to add some piles of snow where, it might get trapped by that curve. As you can see, my brush definitely snapped off over time there, so that's all right. We'll just use our fingers here and continue to just get that snow on there. Again, get over those white spots that they have there, snow, because it looks really plasticky. Now let's get to the accessories. You want to make sure they get some snow too so that they don't stand out. I wasn't sure how many of these I would actually use, but wanted to go over them and make sure that, I'm consistent with my technique through all of them. And we're just about done as we, finish these up. Cute little lamp posts. And then we've got a bench. So I know I do use a lamppost and the bench because those would be something that you'd see in town. And I think that they add a cute little accent. These are so cute, and I'm excited to show you here this side-by-side comparison. Oh my goodness, look at the before and now the after. Such a difference. I added a few of the trees from the Dollar Tree as well. And for my snow that I have on the ground, it's an automotive towel. I decided to stick with that as my snow, and I think it looks nice. But you can tell the blizzard came to my little village. So pretty. I also raised up, like the house. I just put something underneath the house, and then the church is up on the hill. So just put a couple of things so that you stagger the height so that you can see them. Thanks again for watching, and you might enjoy these.